Okay, now let's have a look at the monitoring feature. Monitoring feature is several features that are triggered by DICOM reception in my Orthanc server, and there are several different features. I'm just going to show you an overview of this feature. I'm not going too high in the details of this feature. This one of the most famous feature is the CD burner feature, which allow you to send automatically request to a disk producer when Orthanc receive DICOM from the network. So we support two kind of disk producer. These are the two most common devices. For example, this is the Epson PP100, which is the most famous disk producer, but we also support Primera disk producer. So in the CD burner tab, you will find the settings tab. We'll define what disk producer you have. You will set the viewer directory. This is just where the directory that contain your viewer that will be merged with the DICOM file. You have a button to set the label file to. This is label file, something you define with Epson or Primera software, just to put your label printing with your logo of your institution, where it put the patient name, etc. Just to define your CD label. And then you are going to set the monitored directory, and this is the directory that is monitored by either Epson or Primera device, and that will see my request from my software. You can choose how you want to format your date, like patient date of birth or study date. If you want to burn on CD, DVD, or automatically choose, and the level of monitoring, patient or study, patient allowed to store multiple study in the same CD or DVD. We recommend you to use the delete send studies. It will mean that your authoring is going to work only for disk production. Once the request of the CD is made, the original study is locally deleted once the CD is burned. So here, once the monitoring will work, you will see appearing patient by patient the requests of burning and their progress of burning. The tag monitoring tab is to extract automatically some information from the received DICOM, and you can choose to monitor a different level like series, study, etc. And this is going to send all this value to a database. In the source code in the kit, you will find a database structure that you have to install into a MySQL server. And then it will put the value, for example, of injected dose, etc. There is a predefined list of monitored value that will be stored into your database, and then you will be able to make statistics on this value. So you will extract automatically data coming from your center to monitor some key factor coming from DICOM information. And the last one is AutoFetch. So this AutoFetch is a simple we can call prefetching, but however, when Orthanc is going to receive a new study or a new patient, you can define an AET where it's going to look for patient history. You can define here a range of date, a modality of imaging, and or a study description, and he will automatically query the PACS. Logically, it would be a PACS, and see if for this patient there is some historical matching your modality filter, your date range, and your study description, and automatically retrieve them into your local Orthanc, which means if you want to work in real time, you can, if your acquisition device send you DICOM to your Orthanc, when you will start to read your DICOM, the history of this patient will be automatically retrieved because when Orthanc tools will see arriving of new DICOM, it will fetch automatically the history of this patient. So that's all for this monitoring tab. This is the most advanced feature of the application, so do not hesitate to contact me if you want more information, help, or even if you want to build new services on this monitoring feature that could evolve. For example, I have a project to make an auto routing application, but we can imagine also several other applications of using the power of Orthanc.